Hello, welcome back to the Gaming Corner. I'm KG.
And I'm Twilight.
And we are back with another Our Life Beginning in Always Step 2. So last time we did a DLC, which is Mall. And we are going to be going on to a base game.
Yeah.
I almost clicked on something. Oh well. Let's see, since Twilight picked since Twilight picked to pick the DLC, I'm gonna pick the base game.
Yeah.
Alright, so okay. Let's see, which one do we want? Oh gosh. Wait. It's hard to make a base game because I'm like, as I look at them, I'm like, shoot, I'm remembering what's happened in each of them, and I'm like,
I forgot, honestly. I really forgot. I don't know. I don't remember. Except for road trip. Road trip's the only thing I remember. Family, dinner, and growing, I don't remember.
Yeah. Since last the base game was really like, okay, it's chill and it's okay. I guess I kind of want to go for family.
Sure.
Family. The sun warmed your skin from its place in the sky, and you closed your eyes, enjoying the mix of the heat with the pleasant breeze that drifted past you. You and Lee had spread out a blanket on top of one of the hills behind your house, had been relaxing there for a while now. Lee had come over earlier in the day, while a range of activities had been discussed, from staying home to heading down to the beach, a picnic on the hill that had been a choice both of you settled on. A small little spread was laid out in front of you, some bottled water, some soft drinks, as well as chips and sliced fruit. You sat up, reached for a snack, listening to Lee talk away about musicals she had gotten to see a few days ago.
It was unbelievable. There was singing, dancing, and crazy stunts. And it was all done live right in front of my face. Maybe one day we could go together. I've got to see more shows like that.
You smiled at Lee's enthusiasm, knowing how much she enjoyed singing and performing. And she was good at it too. You had gotten the chance to hear her sing a couple of tunes. You knew that she put a lot of effort into it.
You also liked to sing, but you weren't very good. You also liked to sing and had talent of your own. You didn't like to sing, but you had been told you were good at it. You weren't good at singing, and that suited you fine. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, you know.
I guess we're randomizing it.
Yeah, let's randomize our first randomizer of the day.
It is 3.
3. All right.
You didn't like to sing, but you had been told you were good at it. Whether that was true or not, there were things that you preferred doing more.
I wonder if maybe we could put on our own show? Think of how fun it'd be. We could perform for our parents and ask our friends and some other people to come and watch too. It'd totally work.
Yes, let's do it. I don't know about that. The idea gave you stage fright. Sure, I'll give it a go. That's not a good idea. It'd be embarrassing. Stage fright, you know.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That idea gave you stage fright.
But wouldn't showing off to everybody be fun?
The thought of an audience made you queasy.
Not really.
Are you sure? Are you really super sure? You have so many skills you could show off to the masses.
Okay, I'll do it. I really don't want to. I'd rather do something else. I don't know. Another randomizer?
Yes.
Let's do it.
2.
Sure.
I really don't want to.
Sorry.
Your cousin seemed a little disappointed, but she nodded and respected your wishes all the same. The two of you laid back on the blanket and lazed in the sun, throwing ideas back and forth of what you could do to fill with your time with. It's like, The beach was nearby, so you could go swimming or collect shells or find something to do back home after all. And yeah, nothing was tempting enough to move you from your current position, so you continued chatting with Lee and nibbling on your snacks while the sun traveled the sky overhead.
Alright. So, how are your neighbors doing? You haven't spoken about them lately.
You knew Lee wasn't talking about the neighbors generally, or down the street. She wanted to hear about the Holland across the road. Of course she does. It was no secret that she liked to keep up to date with what's happening with them, or more specifically, Cove. There weren't many other people your age around to talk about.
They're okay. They're great. You rolled your eyes. I have no idea. I don't care. I hope to find out soon.
I hope to find out.
They're great.
They're great.
That's exactly what I thought you'd say.
Lee gave you a knowing look, and your face flushed with heat. Lee loved to chat about others' relationship and would always ask you for details on people you both knew.
Hey, did you want to see if Cove would join the picnic?
I like it being just us sometimes. He's busy this afternoon. Yeah, he's busy this afternoon. Yesterday he said he and his parents are going out. They might be fishing on the docks by his dad's store.
Aw, that's too bad. I bet he'll have a great time with his mom and dad, though.
The sun slowly began to set, the sky turning a rosy pink and then a warm orange.
It's too bad Derek isn't in the neighborhood today. I like him.
Yeah, he's a good person. I really like him too. He's okay. He's kind of boring. I don't really like him.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's a good person.
He's a good person. Who would not like Derek?
Yeah, he's too likable.
Yeah.
I knew you'd think so. But speaking of boys we like, what's the relationship status between you and Cove? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. I don't know. You blushed and said nothing? You shouldn't gossip. I think things are all right.
Oh my god.
You blushed and said nothing.
You blushed and said nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're bright red. I guess that's very good. But, like, really, are you going to be telling him you have a crush on him anytime soon or what?
I don't have a crush on Cove. I'll tell him soon.
No way, I'm not telling him.
I'm pretty sure he already knows. You weren't sure if you wanted to tell Clove or not.
Clove?
Random. Cove.
Random?
Randomizer.
5.
5? Yes.
Yeah, it's 5. I'm pretty sure he already knows. Oh my god, where did I go?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about earlier. Like, I actually clicked on something. I'm like, no. Pretty sure he already knows.
Pretty sure isn't sure. You should declare it to him.
Oh my gosh, Lee. You mumbled something incoherent, and she gave you a pointed look.
You know that he has a crush on you too. It's obvious for him. It's obvious for you. Why not just do it?
He didn't say anything, wondering about the possibilities instead. The two of you talked a little more about Cove, amongst other topics that you found it was nice having someone to speak with about these sort of things. Finally, you both decided to pack everything up and headed back home for the evening. Upon walking in through the front door, you were met by your moms and Elizabeth hovering over each other in the living room. The tension hung thick in the air as the three of them turned to you and Lee, frowning slightly, yet interrupted something. Exactly what, you weren't sure.
Wow, who died?
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
What's going on? You looked between them, but said nothing. Hello.
I don't want to say wow who died, because like I don't think that's a good time to joke at this point.
I don't know. Hey, you don't know the context yet.
Like, oh, you don't like this atmosphere.
Yeah.
And, like,
so let's randomize.
okay, 4, Rick, it's 1. Wow, who died?
Oh my god! All right, let's do it.
Wow, who died? Ma winced, and almost immediately you knew joking was the wrong thing for this. You really hoped no one was actually dead.
Oh,
We're just having a talk with your sister.
The room felt quiet again, with no one quite knowing what to say. Yet felt incredibly awkward, but silence didn't last long. You don't have to stop just because those two are here. There's no reason to keep it a secret. Elizabeth was mad, with her arms folded defensively over her chest, but your mom's nodded in agreement with her.
well,
Elizabeth was asking about her parents.
Her biological ones.
The world spun around you at the news. You can understand why this is happening now. When you glanced at Lee, she shuffled her feet uncomfortably as though she didn't know if she should be there or not anymore. You didn't know either. Your moms had always been open and honest about the fact neither of them had given birth to you or your sister, but the details hadn't been fully explained before. It made sense that Elizabeth didn't know about her biological parents and wanted to know more, and you hadn't ever thought of you'd accidentally stumbled into it. Elizabeth looked at her parents expectantly. She was going to let unintentional interruptions derail things.
We don't want...
Oh yeah, you.
Wait, what?
It's you.
We don't want to keep that information from either of you. It's your right to know your past, but we did want to wait until you asked us to hear yourselves.
Well, it's happening now, so... Your mom shared a nervous glance, and Ma took a quick breath before speaking again. I adopted you from the Philippines when you were just a baby. Oh, she's Filipino.
Oh, you mean yes.
Oh, she's
Yes.
Filipino. Yes,
She is our
Filipino.
sister.
I adopted you from the Philippines when you were just a baby. Elizabeth dropped her arms, her eyebrows shooting upwards in surprise. Wait, I wasn't born here?
no.
No, you weren't. You could clearly see your sister was appalled by this information. You struggled even more with what to do or how to react. Am I going to have to pass some tests to even be a citizen?
No.
Oh, right, that's me. No, you were adopted into the country. We took care of things. You're already a citizen. You have nothing to worry about.
I followed all the laws when I came to bring a child into the US. Nothing can be held against you. Elizabeth sighed, placid with the information but still far from happy. Who are my parents as people? Why did they put me up for adoption in the first place? Ma put her hands over Elizabeth's shoulder, trying to provide some support before she gave her the answer.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Your parents were reported to have died. They didn't go into details on specifics of how. You were an orphan.
I wish we had better news for you, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth was torn between emotions. Her eyes were filled with tears as she threw her hands in the air, settling in enraged. Great, so I can never meet them, even if I wanted to? Not that I could have anyway, since they live in another part of the world when they were still alive. Elizabeth turned her back on you and her moms and stormed off, sprinting upstairs and into her room before anyone could stop her. I have to go talk to her. Ma immediately started to follow her, but Mom gently held her arm and shook her head.
We should give her a little space to process it all.
Your Ma's head hung low, but she stopped walking. With Elizabeth now gone, the two of them seemed to remember you and Lee were still standing awkwardly off to the side.
I'm sorry you had to see all that. It's not how I expected it would have happened when the time came. But since it's the topic of the day, Sheena, is there anything you'd like to ask?
You deserve to know after all. Lee patted your back and gave you a supportive look.
I want to know. No, I don't want to hear. Not right now. You couldn't even answer. I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know. Well, I guess since everyone's revealing stuff, might as well know.
Might as well.
Might as well. I want to know. Your parents both nodded in sync to your reply, ready to talk.
I can leave if you want to have things be private.
Which one? I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess, yeah, she could still
She could stay. Come
Yeah,
on.
she could stay, yeah.
She could stay. It doesn't really matter
Yeah.
at this point, so I want you to be here.
I can do that.
Lee shifted a little closer to you in support, and you were glad to have her there with you. It made you feel a little stronger somehow. You turned to face your parents again, preparing yourself for what they were about to tell you. Mom was the first to speak, her voice quivering with emotion. You were adopted as a baby, but 2 years after Elizabeth. We used a different organization that time, and you were adopted within the US.
We're sorry to tell you, Sheena, your parents had also passed away and no other family member took you in, if there were any. That's why we wanted to wait until you asked. We didn't want to suddenly drop that in your lap. We wanted you to be prepared.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry, Sheena. Lee gave you a reassuring squeeze on the arm to show she was there for you.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me. Okay. You said nothing. It's not your fault. You didn't kill them, right? You started to cry. You were so angry. I mean,
my
I would be
God.
very blunt.
I would.
It's not
I
your
think
fault.
I would kind of feel emotional. I don't know.
I
Like
don't
if I
know.
was adopted, I don't know. It was.
I have no idea how it would feel.
I don't know how
I would
it would feel
I would
since-
pretty much say nothing.
I would probably cry in the situation.
Me, I would not know how to feel. I'd be
I'm
probably very confused.
I would be very emotional if I would. Especially
I'd be
at 13,
confused.
I think.
Yeah.
13 when you're like.
13, I wouldn't know how to feel. I'm one of those kids who disassociate, so
Like I'm.
I
Just,
would
like,
not. I would not process. I was like, oh.
I
and
think
then
I would
blank
been a
into
very
space.
emotional kid, to be honest.
Mm,
I'll be like,
makes sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those disassociative
I'm
kids.
just like,
I would
really
be not that emotional.
we're very contemplating. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that emotional. I would just be disassociative. And I was like, oh, that happened? I see. How do I process this information that I just learned as a child? I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Um.
This is why people think I'm evil.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you're randomizing this.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. I almost.
Oh no,
What?
my drawing pad fell.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
Oh crap.
Okay. All right. So it's 6.
There you go. I am here still. I just had to save my. Yeah, I care for my drawing pad.
Yeah. I would get that. Like I care a lot about my laptop because it has my stuff. And
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
Uh,
very hard thing to process, especially as a child.
Yeah. So it went on 5. So you started, to cry.
Oh, okay. There you go.
A lump formed in your throat as warm tears started falling over your cheeks. You wiped them
Aw.
away with the back of your hand, sniffling quietly. Thank you for listening, Sheena.
If there's anything else you want to know, all you have to do is ask. We'll do our best to answer any questions you have.
Are you okay?
How are you feeling now? Are you gonna be okay? Lee watched you closely, as though judging from how she should react to what's going on.
I feel
Oh my
fine.
gosh, more.
I feel fine. But you didn't mean that. You continue to cry. You held back the tears, but you weren't fine at all. Anger rose inside you. You definitely weren't okay. You said nothing. I don't know. Randomized also.
How many is it? 6 again?
It's 6, yes.
Okay.
I mean, it is very emotional situation right now.
It is 3. You continued to cry.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah.
This is gonna get sad. Your eyes were swollen from the tears, but you couldn't just find it in you to stop more from falling. Your mom's just looks just as sad, as though the tears might have started for them at any moment. No one seemed to have any words after that.
You went up to your room. You needed to stay here with your moms. You wanted to get out of the house. You wanted to see Elizabeth. You wanted to see Cove. I want to see Cove.
We're gonna see Cove. More than anything, in that moment, you wanted to see Cove. No one could be there for you the way he could. You turned on your heel without another word and headed towards the front door. Lee's footsteps echoed behind, and you knew she was following you.
Can you stay, Lee? I want to go by myself. Yeah. You encouraged her. You said nothing.
I don't know. Is a very hard question.
I don't know. Wait, are you crying?
No, I feel sad, but I'm not crying.
I'm sad too.
Like this, I forgot how sad this moment was. Like,
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I
'Cause
feel sad too. It's
Okay.
just that, what was it? I'm waiting for tears to happen, but it's not coming out yet.
Like, my heart is clenching, so I'm like, I guess we're
yeah, me, I'm
randomizing
very
this.
sad. Yes.
You encouraged her.
Yeah. Can you come with me?
You know I can.
She gave you a small smile and walked with you to the door.
Okay, I'm getting
Once
really
outside,
sad.
What?
I'm getting sad.
You getting sad now?
Well, I mean, tears are not coming yet, but I still feel sad.
Once outside, you strode across the street purposely, Cope's house set in your sights. After you raised a hand to knock on the door, it took a few moments for Mr. Hole to answer, giving you a broad smile. Cliff's face suddenly fell, and he could tell something was wrong, but he didn't say anything else. Instead, he looked towards the hallway where you knew Cope's room was located.
Cove, Sheena is here.
After calling his son, he turned back to you with an encouraging thumbs up.
He won't be long.
As promised, it didn't take long before footsteps echoed down the hall and Cope's head of green hair appeared before you all. You looked ahead to see you standing there. When his eyes widened, you guessed he had noticed you've been crying. Oh, right, it's me.
Oh my god.
Sheena? Sheena? Cope pushed past his dad to stand with you outside the door, watching with concern etch all over his face.
You kids be safe. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
He gave you a kind smile before softly shutting the front door, giving you some privacy. Cope stepped closer still, spoke cautiously.
What's wrong?
You already said for me.
So cute.
He said nothing, eyes shifting to you instead, waiting for you to speak.
There's a lot going on right now. It's nothing. You didn't speak to him. I need to talk to you. My parents are dead.
Oh my god, the last one sucks.
I know. And then we joked about it too.
Oh my god.
That's actually pretty sad and ironic and tragic.
Randomize.
Randomize.
Yeah. It is 3.
3.
You didn't speak to him. You couldn't meet Cove's eyes. It was hard for you to even know where to begin. Sheena, there's definitely something going on. Do you not want to tell me?
My parents, from before my mom's died when I was a baby. Moms didn't say how. Maybe they didn't know, but there wasn't any other family I could live with, so that's why I got adopted.
Without having to say anything else, Cove reached out to you and pulled you into a tight embrace, his familiar warmth enveloping you. I'm sorry, Sheena. His words were whispered comfortably into your shoulder.
You don't have to do this. I'm okay. You started to cry. You took a step back from him.
I don't know.
Yeah, start to cry.
You want to start crying more?
Crying more.
We're gonna cry more, even though we're gonna cry more.
Yeah.
You started to cry. He pressed your face into the crook of his neck, unable to stop the tears. The hold he had you tighten.
Can we talk somewhere else?
You felt uncomfortable huddling around the entrance of Cove's house. The feeling didn't seem to be a problem, though. Yeah.
Let's go.
Cove took you by the arm and encouraged her to walk along behind him. You followed without protest. Lee stayed just as close as she followed along. You headed toward the hills where you and Lee spent the majority of your day. Things seemed so different then. Only a couple of hours ago, and you wondered how everything had changed so drastically. You took a seat in the grass beside Cove, who bent his leg and rested his arm on them before turning to you again. Can you explain everything to me? You nodded softly before taking a heavy breath and launching into the story. Ghost sat quietly and listened attentively, nodding every now and then or taking a sharp inhale. Sorry.
Yawning at this very sad moment.
No, that's not it. That's not it at all. It's a sad yawn. Oh
so
my
sad.
gosh. It took a long time for you to relay the details. Dozens of stars were pinpointed in the sky as the night wore on. Silence settled between you as Coast sat quietly for a moment, contemplating everything you had said. When he finally spoke, his voice was quiet, drifting through the night towards you.
Sheena.
Pain.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really sorry about what happened to your parents. So sorry. So sorry. He stopped suddenly and took in a deep breath, shaky breath, and you got the impression he was struggling with what was right to say.
I'm sad I'll never get to know them. I feel bad that I don't feel worse about it. I'm just so mad. You shrug your shoulders, not knowing how to feel.
I would be sad personally never get to know them.
Me, I would feel bad that I don't feel worse about it.
Really?
Yeah, because I've never known them, so, I don't really feel that bad since I don't know them.
Like I would feel bad for not at least knowing where I would come from, because at this point I'm like, you know what?
I don't know.
A lot of people don't appreciate family anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean,
at least like they don't care anymore.
I don't know. It's just in that situation for me, since I don't know them, I wouldn't really feel that bad. And then I'm with the family that I'm with.
I think personally,
so
I would like to know. I would like to know where I came from personally, because
I guess
family is important to me, and I like to know where I come from.
Yeah, family is important to me too. It's just that I only care about the people that's closest to me.
I know. I'm just I'm also
I don't
saying,
know. I guess I'm too
I would
mean.
like to know
I'm too cold.
who are the people
I guess.
that gave me life.
I guess so. Yeah.
Like if I was adopted, I think everyone who is adopted has a right to know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's up to them. If they don't want to know, that's totally cool. But if it was in my situation, if I were in that situation, I would like to know who.
Yeah, if it was,
Like
me too. I just that if it was in my situation, I wouldn't care as much.
Yeah.
Because I'm, I guess I'm not that, good at people. I don't know. I guess I just care about the ones that I interact with the most.
Moment.
It is very sad. It's very tragic.
Like,
it's just that, I feel bad that I don't feel worse about it, It's like, should I feel worse about it? I feel bad that I don't feel that bad about it, It's really bad. So yeah.
I don't know.
I feel awkward because I feel like I don't care enough. I feel like I'm evil about it. So yeah, I feel bad that I don't care enough about it.
Like I would like to know the people who gave me life.
That's true.
Yeah, I would like to know the people who gave me life, even if they are not alive or you were. Because if you're adopted and if you are different from your parents that adopted you, you would kind of like to know, like, where did I get this? Like,
in a way, I guess so. Pretty much.
How did I get like this? Why am I like super different from a lot of people? Like in my family especially. Like, why am I different?
True. But I guess for me, it's just I don't really question that much about myself, that I never ask questions. So I guess I wouldn't really have that thought in my mind about it. So yeah, I would feel bad that I don't feel worse about it for me. So I guess this is a randomizer then.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the end, I wouldn't change my mind because that's how I feel. I feel bad that I don't feel worse about it. And then you want to know. So yes.
It is 1.
1. All right.
I'm sad I'll never get to know them.
I'll never find out what they're doing or what they're like as people. It's just all gone.
Sheena.
Cove. Sheena, you're not doing anything wrong. You know that, right? I think you can be as sad as you want. for as long as you need, or you can feel okay about it whenever you want to. He sighed and ran a hand through his hair, and he looked over at the ocean.
It's okay.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, whenever you feel like it, feel about it is how you feel about. You don't have to force yourself to be different.
Thank you, Cove. He cried sadly. You cried in relief. You nodded.
Oh, frick! I almost fell on my face.
You fell on your face?
I almost fell on my face.
Oh.
It's like, you know when you lean your elbow on something and then it loses balance, and then the first thing your face will fall is like a table or something. You know?
Yeah, I know I know that feeling. I was like, what happened? What?
Like a reflex. Like, yeah. I don't know.
Randomizer again?
Sure. It's 4.
Yeah, this is too sad and too heavy of a situation to
think
talk about, I guess.
Honestly.
Yeah, me, I disassociate. I do that a lot.
3. You cried in relief.
You cried in relief.
His words managed made a lot of sense, and you knew despite everything you were going through, you would be okay. Even as tears rolled down your face, the thought comforted you. He'll smile at you a little, and you could tell he was trying to be comforting. And your moms definitely don't. It doesn't matter if you're not blood related, you're definitely family. I can see that, and I hope you can too. You felt reassurance in his eyes. Your cousin tried not to interrupt your explanation or co-respond to it. When the opportunity arose, she made it clear she shared the same sentiment. You stayed up in the hill a little longer, looking over the ocean and the stars that shone brightly above it. After talking about the situation with someone who wasn't directly a part of it, you started to see things in a different light. Above all, you were glad to have Cove, Lee, and Lee's support, and to know you could count on them if you needed it. Hey. The sudden voice of your sister behind you made you jump. You saw her standing a little away. She walked over and you didn't quite know what to do or what she was planning on saying.
So?
Would you mind going? I just want to talk to Sheena. You can come back. It's not gonna be forever or anything. Hope seemed equal parts concerned and skeptical. Leaving now wasn't a concept that thrilled him. Lee wasn't exactly jumping to go. She checked with you quietly.
What do you think?
You nod your head in agreement. You can't ask that. I want to talk to you too. Or, I guess
I think I would
just
want to talk to my sister.
alone.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
yeah, I want to talk to you too.
Really?
Oh, then we're on the same page? She made a little move along gesture with her hand, and it was settled. You waited until the two of you were alone before fixing her with an inquisitive look. Elizabeth folded her arms, looking over you. Did moms tell you about your parents too?
My birth parents also died. I don't want to talk about it. Well, I'm gonna tell her that my birth parents also died.
Yeah, I'll tell her. There's no point of not telling her.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Elizabeth broke eye contact after that.
Sorry.
Why did you want to talk to me?
Elizabeth's raised an eyebrow at the question, as though the answer should be obvious. I was worried about you, and I was the one who brought it up, but made you deal with whatever was left when I was gone. She sighed, glancing upward for a moment before settling on you once more. I wanted to ask what happened without everyone breathing down our necks.
That was pretty crappy of you to just bail. I'm amazed you noticed that was unkind. Thank you for thinking of me. I'm not mad at you. You were quietly surprised by her admission. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, I'm not mad at her. Why would I be mad at my sister, you know?
That's just dumb.
It's like, there's no point. I'm not mad at you.
No point. See, my emotions are not high.
Yeah, I don't, like, you're too sad to be mad at your own family. So, she stuck her nose up a little at that, but her smile was soft.
All of this, it upset me.
She slipped back into a scowl. I'm sorry, Sheena. It was a pretty depressing topic.
It is pretty depressing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, especially talking about it. You know, it's just that you don't know how to deal with the emotions that you deal with the information you dealt.
Yeah.
Especially if you were. Well, I mean, for actual adopted kids. It
Yeah,
would
for
be very
actual
hard to
adopted
deal
kids who
with.
probably are dealing with this. So
Yeah. I mean, their emotions are everywhere. Probably the same way that I said I would disassociate too. But
like you can't tell the emotions of a kid who is adopted, especially when it's like a kid who has been in the system for a long time.
Yeah, you
I
can't
think
tell.
can't tell how they're
because
feeling.
it's them.
It's them.
You can't tell until they tell you.
Yeah.
And yes, exactly.
And you can't be mad at a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that for people who would feel something in this, feel like upset in this situation. I'm not saying that, but
I'm getting confused.
I don't know. A lot of people will have emotions.
Yeah, they could
when they're
deal
sad
with
and
the
they're confused.
situation differently. They could
They
either
can be
feel
mad, they
nothing
can,
or
like-
angry or sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not up to like us to decide
It's
how
not
they
up to
feel.
us.
So, yeah. This is an interesting tangent, but
Yeah, it is.
but it's relatable. It's a good
It
tangent.
is very relatable.
Anyways, I don't think I need to say the thing.
Yeah.
You have to be born in the U.S. to become president.
What?
You'd never heard that dream of hers before. She noticed your bafflement and continued. I get I was never going to be president, but it just feels weird having stuff taken away, not even getting a chance at it. I don't like having to know when I was born that I was going to have a completely different life. So different that I can't even think about what it looked like in my head. I could have spoken another language, lived away from everything I ever seen here, had someone else as my sibling. And then my parents died, and I was adopted, and then the life I got became a total new thing forever. I can't go back to what it was, or even if I wanted to. Everything is settled between you and the person who became your sister.
I feel like that too. You knew exactly how she felt. I don't exactly understand.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I understand.
I would understand. You knew, or like, so
Yeah.
either.
Or you knew exactly how she felt.
Yeah, you knew exactly how she felt. It was a confusing feeling to have lived one way for as long as you can remember and not being able not to be what was originally
very
yours.
easy to think about what would have happened if that actually. This is a what if.
It's a what if. Elizabeth watched you seriously. She was still trying to make sense of this to you and herself. I don't know why today was the day. Nothing came up to make me ask the question, and it was something I've had in my head for a while. And when it was just me and Mom's in the living room, I just kind of said it. Finally, and there you go. She shifted from one foot to the other, relaxing in her stance just a bit. She also spoke more gently. From learning about them and what happened doesn't change how I feel about our family, Sheena. She smirked, fixing you with sharp eyes. I already figured out a long time ago the moms aren't biological parents. That wasn't news.
Technically, one of them could have been related to you. You kept listening to Elizabeth. It really doesn't change anything. I would just keep listening to Elizabeth.
Just keep
for me.
listening.
For Sheena.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing about my family I was first born would have made me decide that this wasn't my family anymore. If you had hoped you'd be free of my big sisterly status, don't think you're so lucky. She bumped your shoulder against yours playfully, her lips tilted at the corners.
You'll always be my little sister.
Aww.
Aww. Cute.
Yeah. Fun fact. So in this moment, if you pick they, she'll say you'll always be my little sibling.
Yeah.
So,
Or
yeah.
my little brother if
or
you
like
pick
my
he.
little brother if you pick he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's really cute. I like that. You smiled softly.
Oh, wait, Mimi.
Oh wait. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you.
You smiled softly at her. You jokingly groaned at the prospect. You bumped her shoulder, her back. You hugged her.
You know what? We're hugging her. I wanna
Yeah,
hug
let's
her.
hug her.
We're hugging her. We're hug her.
We hug.
We hug. It took a few seconds, but she gave you a quick squeeze in return. I was about to say skis. I was
Skis.
like, you gave her a quick squeeze in return.
You'll always be my family too. I think I'm really lucky. You took in the moment quietly.
I think I'm really lucky, honestly.
Yeah.
You're lucky to have
Yeah.
her.
We have a good family.
To have them, yeah. You have a good family. Chuckling, she seemed pleased with how the conversation had gone in the end. Ready to head back home? It's been a long day. Give her a nod.
Come on.
Come on, you three, let's go. You walked home together in comfortable silence and well-worn street, familiar of it. It all felt nice. When you stopped through the door, you found your moms quietly sitting together at the kitchen table. Their heads snapped up, and they got to their feet to meet you, Ma giving you a careful smile. We're glad to see you.
Hi. I'm sorry for walking away before. Everything is alright. You said nothing. Hi.
Hi. Hi,
Uh-huh.
sweetheart. Ma came over and wrapped her arms around you and Elizabeth, giving you a tight hug. It didn't take long for Mom to join in, putting her arms around the both of you.
Love you.
We really couldn't have asked for better kiddos. We love you.
More than we could ever say.
Aww.
Moms.
You smiled at their comfort. You were so glad your moms were alright. You're smushing me. You're smushing me.
You're swishing me. You're swishing me. You all chuckled and rumbled of laughter, shaking all as you continued to hold each other tight.
I love you too.
They both pulled back and eventually grinned at the two of you, and you knew that you all had each other. You always would. Well, now, since we're all here, how about we do something together as a family?
That sounds like an excellent idea. We should have some fun before the night's over.
Totally! I love the sound of that.
Okay. Cove looked a little bashful, likely over being included as part of the family. Tried not to pay much attention to it.
You're gonna
Why
be part
not?
of the family, Cove.
You're gonna be part of the family sooner or later. You hid the smile that threatened to tilt your lips, knowing that Elizabeth must have been in a good mood if she hasn't even teased Cove for being part of it. No matter what you could have said about it, you wanted him to be here. He was someone who was really important to you.
Who's got a suggestion?
It should be something we can do here in the house with everyone in the same room. We could just put on a movie. Oh. We could just put on a movie. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
It's good to me.
Me too!
Yeah.
You were happy with watching a movie. You weren't so thrilled with the idea, but went along with it anyway. You were happy.
Happy.
With watching a movie.
We're happy to watch
Yes.
a movie. It's a family time.
All right.
I'll cook up some popcorn. The rest of you can pick a movie.
Your mom's headed off to the kitchen. Maud turned to face the rest of you. What do we have in mind? Everyone else can decide. I'll watch anything. Anything with drama. We don't need more of that today. There are some chuckles at her joke, and you thought about what you would prefer to watch. Oh,
I want to watch a rom-com.
this is actually new to me.
I prefer to watch horror. I think sci-fi is best.
I prefer
I'm
to
in the
watch
mood for an
horror.
action movie. Maybe we should watch a family-friendly film. A comedy would be great.
Prefer to watch a horror because like heavy. Actually, this is the first time I'm seeing this, so
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, same actually.
yeah. This
I've
is the
never.
first time I'm seeing
I
this
never.
choice.
I always chose the stage thing. Because, you know.
I always chose a stage thing too.
So
I guess we're randomizing it.
yes.
Imagine we pick horror. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. Let's see. It is 2.
Number
I
two.
prefer to watch
All right.
horror.
Yeah, let's go watch horror. Why
I
not?
guess we're watching horror.
We're a horror baby. Horror.
Cool.
Cool.
Perfect. With that basic settled, Maud took to sorting through the DVD collection. You noticed that Elizabeth was sliding walking up to you until she was right next to you, arm to arm. Since there's only so much room on the couch, I say it should go to Sheena and I. This is our day.
Wait, I want to sit with you too. I'm small. You won't even notice I'm there.
Elizabeth raised a skeptical eyebrow. I'm not sure about that. Ma stood back with the DVD in her hand, smirk on her face.
Please?
I want to sit with the cool kids too. Surely there's room for one more, right? It might be a tight fit, but we can make it work. Until then, Ma was teasing, and Elizabeth rolled her eyes at where this was going. She had expected an easy victory. I bet you just want to sit there too, huh, Cove? Ma tapped Cove up on the shoulder with a DVD case. He blushed and dropped his gaze to the floor.
I don't need to sit on the couch. He felt shy over being made the center of attention. There's not enough space for everybody. I want Cove to sit next to me. Cove.
Cove.
Sit next to me, damn it.
Sit next to me, Cove. Elizabeth snorted from beside you, but you ignored it. It made Cove redden even more, and that was enough. Mom came back with a big bowl of fresh popcorn. You inhaled the smell of the hot, salted snack.
What's the skinny?
We all want to sit with Elizabeth and Sheena, but there's not enough room on the couch. Mom took the answer in stride and pursed her lips thoughtfully.
What a pickle.
That's definitely a problem. I suppose there's only one solution. Elizabeth and Sheena will have to sit on the floor in front of the couch. That way, there's spots behind them and on the floor at their sides.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's fair.
Rude.
What? No, the whole point was getting us on the couch to ourselves.
Sorry.
That's the cost of popularity.
Elizabeth groaned and crossed her arms over her chest in annoyance. Fine, Sheena, you're with me in front. The rest of you can fend for yourselves. There's a mad dash as Mom and Lee raced the couch behind you, and Elizabeth and Ma put the DVD in the player before joining them. Cove took his seat at the other side of the floor, giving a small smile. Everyone soon quieted down onto only the sounds of her being heard over the hands scooping up popcorn and munching down as the movie began. In that moment, you couldn't have been more pleased to be a part of the family you had.
That was heavy.
That was heavy and sweet.
I forgot how heavy that was,
Yeah.
honestly. And then, yeah, gave us a conversation to talk about
Yeah.
on what we would do in that situation.
Yeah.
That's
It's
interesting.
it's an interesting conversation we had.
Yeah.
Unlike
is.
the last moment that we did, it was more fun. It was nice.
Yeah, the mall.
Yeah, the mall. And then I'm like, oh no, it's sad. I forgot. And then I
The
picked family. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yep, sad.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, I really like this moment. It's really
Yeah,
sweet.
Pretty
It's
sweet, yes.
nice. Yeah.
And it got us to learn more about our family,
Right.
our family situation and dynamic. And then,
Yeah.
Elizabeth too.
Yeah. I like how some moments are putting in like unanswered questions.
Yeah.
Like some things like, oh yeah, what's the situation with your family and such.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Yeah, and now we have 6 more to go.
6 more to go.
Yeah, we have 6 more moments to go before we end the summer for step 2
Oh,
and
yeah.
move on to step 3 with the base game and all the DLCs
Oh,
ready.
Yeah. Oh,
And
totally.
yeah,
So now
and
what?
then after that we would have to wait for step 4.
Step 4.
Yep.
Yes. Now, I guess this is how we end things.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Go down to the links to see everything about this game. Go to Patreon and get this game and get the DLC. And yes, that's it.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. Bye.